This is macOS Ken.
Recapping Apple's Spring Loaded event. It's Wednesday, the 21st of April, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from macOS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Fundrise, the future of real estate investing. Find out more at Fundrise, fundrise.com/macOSken. This show is also sponsored by Sunbasket, delivering oven-ready meals that are fast, fresh, and delicious. Is your menu planning in a rut? Get out of it with Sunbasket and their fresh and ready meals. Their menus change every week, while some stuff stays around, like their butter chicken with basmati rice, which I love. New stuff shows up too, like their sweet pea and broccoli risotto, which I would love to try. Every Sunbasket meal is made up of premium quality real food, including organic fresh produce, antibiotic and hormone-free meats, and sustainably sourced seafood, all put together by James Beard and Michelin award-winning chefs. Every meal I've had from Sunbasket has been great. See what they've got cooking for you. Sunbasket is offering $90 off your first 4 deliveries, including free shipping on your first box, when you go right now to sunbasket.com/macOSken and enter promo code macOSken at checkout. That's sunbasket.com/macOSken and enter promo code macOSken at checkout for $90 off your first 4 deliveries and free shipping on your first box. Sunbasket.com/macOSken and enter promo code macOSken. How does one tackle an event like Tuesday's Spring Loaded event? One bite at a time, I suppose. By my count, there were 8 or 9 announcements. They were Apple Card Family, changes to Apple Podcasts, a premiere date for Season 2 of Ted Lasso, a new color for iPhone, AirTag, a new Apple TV 4K, a new Siri Remote, a colorful line of M1 iMacs, and a less colorful line of M1 iPad Pros. That's 9, though we should maybe lump the Siri Remote in with the Apple TV 4K. Anyway, let's dive in. As had been rumored, Apple added the ability to add people to an individual's Apple Card. According to Apple's press release on the announcement, Apple Card Family allows 2 people to co-own an Apple Card and share and merge their credit lines while building credit together equally. Apple Card Family also enables parents to share Apple Card with their children while offering optional spending limits and controls to help teach smart and safe financial habits. Apple Card Family goes live sometime in May. The podcasting thing is of particular interest to me, but that's because I'm a podcaster. It's what I do. Boiling it down to its simplest, Apple is introducing podcast subscriptions, which is probably why they're pulling the word subscribe off the free shows. These will be paid, but it won't be what people expected. Rather than Apple producing a bunch of shows for which it'll charge people or signing big deals for podcast exclusives, podcasters can sign up with Apple to start charging listeners. Podcasters set their own monthly price. A report on the news that I saw from Vox says whatever price they set, Apple will get its usual cut of the subscription. That is 30% for the first year and 15% for each year after. Starting in May, says Apple's press release, listeners in more than 170 countries and regions can sign up for premium subscriptions that include a variety of benefits curated by creators, such as ad-free listening, access to additional content, and early or exclusive access to new series. Participation will run podcasters $19.99 a year. Apple says that includes all the tools needed to offer premium subscriptions on Apple Podcasts. Would-be participants can sign up at podcastsconnect.apple.com. On now to the hardware. And a thing that I honestly started to think was never going to happen. As has been rumored since Hector was a pup, Apple finally introduced AirTag on Tuesday. It is what we thought it was going to be, assuming we hadn't lost faith. The press release describes AirTag as a small and elegantly designed accessory that helps keep track of and find the items that matter most with Apple's Find My app. Whether attached to a handbag, keys, backpack, or other items, AirTag taps into the vast global Find My network and can help locate a lost item, all while keeping location data private and anonymous with end-to-end encryption. Has it got accessories? Oh yeah, you betcha. No peel and stick for these discs. Apple's got a run-of-the-mill leather key ring in 3 colors for $35 each, a leather loop in 2 colors for $39 each, and a polyurethane loop in 4 colors for $29 each. Also, there are bag charms and key rings from Hermes. Price is not listed on those. It's funny, the least expensive AirTag accessory listed by Apple is the same price as an individual AirTag. One of the skippers will run buyers $29, though you can get a pack of 4 for $99, or you will be able to. AirTag is set to be available on the 30th of April. Likely happy about AirTag, a range of third-party accessory makers. Definitely not happy, Tile, with which AirTag will compete. The virtual curtain had barely fallen on the virtual show when Tile CEO CJ Prober expressed antitrust concerns about Apple's Find My app and AirTag. That's according to a piece from Apple Insider. Quoting part of Prober's statement, "We welcome competition as long as it is fair competition. Unfortunately, given Apple's well-documented history of using its platform advantage to unfairly limit competition for its products, we're skeptical. And given our prior history with Apple, we think it is entirely appropriate for Congress to take a closer look at Apple's business practices specific to its entry into this category. We welcome the opportunity to discuss these issues further in front of Congress tomorrow." Oh yeah, that's actually today now. Good times. Pushback from Prober likely came as no surprise, especially considering how little time it took Apple to respond. Quoting that response, "We have worked from the very beginning of iPhone to help protect the privacy of users' location data, giving them transparency and control over how all apps may access and share their location. Apple created Find My over a decade ago to help users locate and manage lost devices in a private and secure way. Since then, we have expanded Find My to help users keep tabs on other important things in their life, from sharing location with friends and family members to locating third-party products like VanMoof bikes and Chipolo item finders. We have always embraced competition as the best way to drive great experiences for our customers, and we have worked hard to build a platform in iOS that enables third-party developers to thrive." Likely not the last we will hear of that, though it is the last we'll hear of it today because there are more things. Apple announced an update for Apple TV 4K on Tuesday. According to the press release around that, the new digital living room device is powered by Apple's A12 Bionic processor, giving the machine a significant boost in graphics performance, video decoding, and audio processing, according to the company. While Apple's A12 runs the device on the inside, there is a new Siri Remote to run it on the outside. To my eye, it is not as pretty as its predecessor, though it does look more functional. According to Apple, the all-new Siri Remote features an innovative click-pad control that offers 5-way navigation for better accuracy and is also touch-enabled for the fast directional swipes Apple TV users love. The outer ring of the click-pad supports an intuitive circular gesture that turns into a jog control, perfect for finding a scene in a movie or show. And with its one-piece aluminum design, the new Siri Remote fits more comfortably into a user's hand. It was interesting watching the event. seeing Apple try to differentiate the Apple TV hardware experience without denigrating the range of smart TVs that currently support the Apple TV app. They did a decent job pointing out the superior performance offered by the A12 Bionic, plus things smart TVs won't do or do fully, like Fitness Plus and Apple Arcade. There's also this neat feature where you use your iPhone to set up the new Apple TV 4K for proper color balance, though that's apparently not exclusive to the new machine. A piece I saw from Apple Insider says that mode of setup will work on at least some older Apple TV models. As for getting your hands on any or all of it, 2 models from which to choose: a 32GB version for $179, $20 more buys double the storage. Apple's also hitting with an Apple TV HD with a new Siri Remote for $149. If you want the remote alone for an older Apple TV, that'll run you $59. Orders for all of it start on the 30th of April. They'll ship in the second half of May. Also, for the first time ever, Apple is offering Apple Care Plus for Apple TV. Not sure why, but they are. It's not often that Apple introduces a new color for iPhone without introducing a whole new iPhone. The only time I remember that happening is with Product Red phones, and if I'm completely honest, I don't even remember whether they've actually done that with Product Red phones or just other Red devices, and I'm conflating. Whatever the case, Apple this week introduced iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini in purple. It's the same phone, just purple. Apple's press release says pre-orders for that in China, Japan, the UK, the US, and more than 30 other countries start this Friday, the 23rd of April. The phone ships the following Friday, the 30th of April. A personal point of vindication: I won't say that I knew that Apple was going to put out a Mac on Tuesday, but I knew Apple was going to put out a Mac on Tuesday. The company did that in a big way, continuing its Apple Silicon transition with a new M1-powered iMac. Actually, a range of iMacs, differentiated by ports and colors, and CPUs. It's thinner, it's quieter, it runs cooler. It's got a 24-inch 4.5K Retina display, though it's only a little bit bigger across than the old 21.5-inch machine. According to Apple's press release, the new machine includes a 1080p FaceTime HD camera, studio-quality mics, and a 6-speaker sound system. It's got Touch ID for the first time ever, thanks to a new line of Magic keyboards keyed exclusively to the M1 machines. Apple says the machine sports up to 85% faster CPU performance, up to 2 times faster GPU performance, and up to 3 times faster machine learning and apps that leverage the 16-core neural engine in M1. As for the difference in models, Apple says every iMac features 2 Thunderbolt ports. The 8-core iMac configuration offers 2 additional USB-C ports and also features a 1 gigabits per second Ethernet port in the power adapter, allowing for a less cluttered desktop. Running down the cost, iMac with 7-core GPU starts at $1,299 US and is available in green, pink, blue, and silver. It features an 8-core GPU, 8 gigabytes of unified memory, 256 gigabyte SSD, 2 Thunderbolt ports, a Magic Keyboard, and the Magic Mouse. The iMac with 8-core GPU starts at $1,499 and is available in green, yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, and silver. It features an 8-core CPU, 8 gigabytes of unified memory, 256 gigabytes SSD, 2 Thunderbolt ports, 2 additional USB 3 ports, Magic Keyboard with Touch ID, Magic Mouse, and Ethernet. Orders begin next Friday, the 30th of April. The machines will start shipping in the second half of May. Just about everybody expected a new iPad Pro on Tuesday, though I don't think they expected one powered by M1. They got it anyway. According to Apple's press release, the addition of the Apple-designed M1 chip delivers a massive leap in performance, making iPad Pro the fastest device of its kind. The release goes on to say the 8-core CPU design features the world's fastest CPU cores in low-power silicon, delivering up to 50% faster CPU performance than A12Z Bionic. The 12.9-inch model features a liquid retina XDR display. I don't understand a lot of the stats, so let's just say it looks awesome. A couple of other points of note. Cellular versions now support 5G, and the 12-megapixel ultra-wide front camera supports something called center stage. Basically, if you're on video and move around in the frame, center stage will follow you, keeping you well framed. If somebody else joins you, center stage will account for their location. You know, the kind of thing for which you used to need hands. As for cost, the 11-inch iPad Pro starts at $799 for the Wi-Fi model and $999 for the Wi-Fi Plus Cellular, and the 12.9-inch iPad Pro starts at $1,099 for the Wi-Fi model and $1,299 for the Wi-Fi Plus Cellular. Those are all US dollars, of course. Orders begin on the 30th of April. Devices will ship in the second half of May. Still more from the Loaded event in a moment, but first a word from Fundrise, the future of real estate investing. These days, a truly diversified portfolio can include more than the traditional mix of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. What about private real estate? You may think you don't qualify, or maybe you think you can't afford such an investment. You do, and you can with Fundrise. Fundrise provides access to diversified portfolios of private real estate to all investors with their industry-leading, easy-to-use platform. You can see what projects you're into, how your investments are doing, get updates, and add to your position all through the Fundrise app. Whether you're looking to add stable cash flow via dividends or prefer long-term growth through appreciation, Fundrise makes investing in private real estate as easy as investing in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. See for yourself how 130,000 investors have built a better portfolio with private real estate. It takes just a few minutes to get started. Go to fundrise.com/macosken today. That's fundrise.com/macosken. Fundrise.com/macosken. After an event like Tuesday's, Philip Elmer DeWitt's Apple 3.0 tends to do a smashing job of rounding up responses from financial folk. Those folks seem to be taking their time this time. Very few notes have hit his desk addressing Apple's spring fling, and no one's needle has been moved. Still, they had stuff to say. We'll start with JP Morgan analyst Samik Chatterjee, who said the most material launch in our view were the next-generation iPad Pro, with sizable feature upgrades and now supported using M1 chips, and the same for the new redesigned iMac. The introduction of the M1 chip in iPad Pro as well as the iMac shows a faster than expected adoption of the M1 chip across the portfolio. He thinks their launch now, plus the addition of 5G connectivity for iPad Pro, positions Apple well as people prepare for hybrid work environments. Chatman has an overweight rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $150. Evercore analyst Amit Daryanani counts 5 new additions to the product and services lineup. His count includes iPad Pro, iMac, AirTags, Apple TV 4K, and the podcast moves. He sees something to like about each of the announcements. He also gave a shout out to the Barney phone, not Rubble. purple. AdRock's got an outperform rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $175. Wedbush analyst Daniel Ives had a lot to say about Apple's podcast announcements. If you don't mind my saying, I disagree with somewhere between a third and half of what he said. Still, it's neat to hear financial folk talk podcasting, so why don't we? Quoting his note, Apple announced its highly anticipated podcasting subscription service, which is clearly both an offensive and defensive move against Spotify. This service will further enable Apple to monetize its podcasting moat, and ultimately we expect more exclusive content partnerships to be announced over the coming months to compete with Spotify in this quickly morphing podcasting arms race. The podcasting service is another move towards building a holistic subscription ecosystem to further enable Cupertino to monetize its unparalleled 1.6 billion iOS devices globally around its $65 billion annual services segment. Buy me a drink and I'll tell you what I do not agree with and why. In the meantime, Ives has an outperform rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $175. This is not from the spring-loaded event. Earth Day is tomorrow, the 22nd of April, and Apple has waited until seriously almost the last minute to issue this year's Apple Watch Earth Day Challenge. I got a message on my watch at midnight my time on the 21st of April saying, "Let's get out and celebrate the planet on Earth Day, April 22nd. Do any workout for 30 minutes or more to earn this award. Record your time with the workout app or any app that adds workouts to health. Completing the challenge will get you the usual virtual medal, designated for 2021, of course. One assumes there will be animated virtual stickers as well." Seriously, it's almost like Apple almost forgot. And finally today, I am not saying that this was the most exciting announcement from the spring-loaded event, but it was easily among the top 8 or 9. Early in Tuesday's presentation, Apple CEO Tim Cook talked up the return of the surprise hit Apple TV Plus series, Ted Lasso. Then they showed a trailer for Series 2 of Ted Lasso. When it started, I assumed that they were showing a sizzle reel of all the stuff coming this summer. They were not. It was straight up 2 minutes of clips from Ted Lasso Season 2. How does it look? Well, it's a trailer, so who can say? Actually, you can. You can decide for yourself. The trailer is now available on YouTube. Season 2 of Ted Lasso starts its run on the 23rd of July. Coming up in a few minutes, the Apple event was loaded, to be sure. Talking over what impressed and what she's getting, NosillaCast Podcast's Allison Sheridan joined us this week. Don't forget to listen in a few minutes. Find it and follow it wherever you find and follow podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Sunbasket. Get $90 off your first 4 deliveries and free shipping on your first box with offer code macosken at sunbasket.com/macosken. This show is also sponsored by Fundrise, the future of real estate investing. Find out more at FUNDRISE fundrise.com/macosken. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Cha.